It inspires me. And one thing I want to talk to is this. We've got one of our centres, 7 of the teaching teams seeking external support through counselling and things like that for things that they have got that is unresolved in their own lives.
Welcome to Fika's Focus. Voices leading change.
There's got to be better. The key theme for this last podcast for 2024 is about some of the mindset approaches that we do take for when building out what we believe is success and opportunity for our people and their continued success going into 2025. I used to ask a lot about that of myself, that there's got to be more. I grew up in situations watching my parents scrap about money and not having enough, and probably getting to this time of the year, you only realise when you become a parent yourself, but probably getting to this time of the year, this is the time when people stress and worry and have concern, when actually it should be a time for having opportunities to celebrate and be with your loved ones and really just reflect on the year and what we've achieved. I was thrusted into a situation very young, being a parent, and my son Cortez, the thing I really wanted to do the most for him was to provide for him and create situations that allowed us to experience success, for me being a part-time dad in that space as a teenager as well. And I started asking myself the question all the time when I was younger, especially in those realms. I started saying things like, there's got to be more. And more kept amounting to more, and more kept amounting to more. And I had success, and I had a career success, and I had this and got that and earned this and did that. But I kept asking, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. And actually, I figured out from my own personal growth and development, the word more is a very, very hollow space. In fact, it's almost an endless pit. Because what is more? What is more? Is more better? Is more sustainable? Is more mean I'm more happier? What is more? So I've actually shifted a lot of my own thinking to saying, well, there's got to be better. So let's start with education. I started as an educator because I believed that I could be better than the teachers that I had, especially in their response to me becoming a teenage father. Their response, especially from people that really mattered to me in my life, was poor. They made some pretty crappy calls towards me, telling me I was another statistic. Oh, Raymond, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, Raymond, you've done this and done that. And actually, they weren't asking the question of, could it be better for Ray in other ways? They just, unfortunately, confounded some of the stuff that I already knew internally. I got into education because I knew I could do a better job at not just what I was teaching, but actually creating environments that allowed me to really grow those children in front of me and give them opportunity that allows them to be better, to cope better, to learn better, to take more risks and feel better for their efforts and their own achievements relative to them. And I actually pride myself in building environments for kids like that all the time. Because I kept asking myself, it's got to be better. It's got to be better. And when I was talking about better, what I was meaning is that there's better opportunities. Can I create better opportunities for the children in a way that I'm not connecting, and the ones that I'm not connecting with? Is there better opportunities for me to teach that skill or to hone that portion of the mathematics curriculum or to pull out more in the science space? Is there a better way of creating a flow into the room and outdoors, that doesn't create stress and anxiety about when kids are going out and they have to engage with new peer groups and things like that? I was constantly thinking about things that allowed me to ask myself, is it better? That is a key piece for our development as a company, for our development individually, and actually when I reflect back on our leadership council, it is also a real key piece to part of our success, which is the leadership council, is asking, can we do things better? Now, let's just come back a bit and define better. When I talk about the word better, it only really applies at an individual level. But at an individual level, if everyone is striving to be better in themselves, I'm not saying better than others or better than that childcare down the road or better than that coffee shop. I'm just saying better as an individual. That means collectively we would become better. that's been part of the focus. And we really took a sharp turn when we started really working hard on our own individual goals and aspirations and focusing on being better. Being better for me means being a better teacher, means being a better leader, being a better husband, being a better father, being a better friend, being a better coach. And better is all incremental. It's incremental action that we do every single day. And in that space, allowing myself to reflect back on what I have achieved and what I've done or what didn't go well, which is also a really critical part to any level of betterment, allows me to make the necessary plans and take the necessary actions to ensure that every day I can work hard to become better. Some key focuses on that as an educator that I carried through was around leadership. I actually realised very early on that the reason why teachers often weren't thriving is probably because their principals or the leadership around them weren't doing a very good job. And in the schools that I've been lucky enough to work in with outstanding teachers, quite frankly, there's always been an outstanding leader. There's been a leader that encourages themselves to be better. There's a leader that's in there that encourages their teachers to be better. And there's, in that scenario, what that allowed for is the children to be better. When I worked in Rewa, and Rewa was a really amazing school, Manerewa Intermediate, Ian is a very passionate individual. He put a lot of, I want to say, positive pressure on teachers to perform and to be better, because ultimately, if we were being better as individuals, as teachers, and as a collective, the children were going to be in far better situations than what they were currently experiencing, both on an achievement level and probably home and school life and school experiences. I saw firsthand, being part of a team that focuses on being better all the time, the collective opportunities that were built for children, especially in South Auckland, where often the undertone is that, it's a poor area and it's not going to do well. Manurewa is absolutely an outlier in a space of making sure that people are better. Fast forward, we go into these spaces, and not many people know, but I coached weightlifting for quite a long time, a sport that I'm still very, very passionate about. And on that focus, the only way to really grow individual athletes and how they perform on the platform was to actually help them be better in their personal lives. It was absolutely about helping them achieve what they needed to achieve outside of the gym, to give them the belief that when they go and pick up the weight, actually they've achieved some really big things. So picking up a new weight isn't that much of a daunting experience. Carrying the collective weight of themselves being better is a great opportunity to hone in on the mindsets that's required to really ensure continued success. And that has always been a key focus of myself as a coach as well, is ensuring that I put myself in spaces that allows me to become better, whether it's a better communicator, whether it's a better coach, whether it's a better teammate in that space. It has always been a key focus of mine in there. Then we talk through Future Focus, and we're really proud of what Future Focus has achieved this year. It's been, we've really crossed some bridges. We've had lots of different experiences this year, and we're really, really proud of it. But I think one of the major things, and we had a really cool leadership council meeting last week, is just this massive focus on individuals wanting to be better. And the reason why I know they're getting better is because the level of reflection that's coming through and what I hear our teams talking about and our centre leaders talking about, it's just unbelievable. It inspires me. And one thing I want to talk to is this. We've got one of our centres, and we've got 7 of the teaching teams seeking external support through counselling and things like that for things that they have got that is unresolved in their own lives. And they come up and they talk to me about it because we've been very open about it, because they want to be better. They want to be better for themselves. They want to be better parents. They want to be better partners. They want to be better teachers. And they are seeking out external support to go in and ensure that that betterment approach and pathway is set for them. Isn't that inspiring? Isn't that what we want to do? Don't we want to collectively make sure that people feel there's an environment that allows them to be better and actually lend to their vulnerability and really go in and say, actually, I'm okay with sharing that I'm going to get that external support. I'm okay with making sure that people understand that, hey, I'm going through some stuff, but actually I really do want to go out and be better, and I'm going to go and get some support. If there's a key metric that makes me feel proud, that makes Courtney and I feel proud about what we've done this year, it's that people know that within our company, we can support them to be better. And that is, if that's anything of a celebration metric, that's it. We are so proud that our people feel like improving themselves is the first stop for anything of their own development. If the first stop is, you know what, I'm going to go out and work on myself because I see other people around me, including myself and Courtney and all that, who go out and we work on ourselves in our leadership council. If that's the message that we're sending our teams, we know that more success will come, because actually as a collective, as a company, we're known for in focusing on the betterment of ourselves and our own mental health, our own wairua, our own spirit in this space that allows us to do better in our daily lives. I am really proud of a lot of what we stand for. I'm really proud of a lot of the success we've had at a micro level and at a macro level. I'm really proud of the ambitious innovation we are taking. I am really proud of our leadership excellence and our desire and commitment to continue to improve on our leadership abilities and capabilities. I am really proud of our desire to really create deep societal impact, and that comes from daily opportunities to make ourselves better. I think I can go to bed at night and get a good night's sleep because I know, people know that I want to work hard on myself and I want to improve myself and be better. And as a result, a lot of our teams out there and go out and they're seeking help and they're seeking ways. And it's not always just about unpacking bad things and trauma. We've got people out in our teams that are out there doing professional development, reading new books, digging into new hobbies, taking up new opportunities or finding ways to challenge themselves and seek out some risk and really go into those spaces of growth because they have a deep desire to do better. The question is, and let's go back, I used to say there's got to be more. I used to say there's got to be more because I thought more was better. More money, more time, more stuff, more junk, more freedom, all those sorts of things. When actually the real key question that allows me and has continued to allow me to really focus on my own growth is there's got to be better. And I want to send a challenge to some of our viewers and people out there who have continued to support this podcast. What is it that you're going to do that's going to help you be better? What actions are you going to take that's going to allow you to really lean into who you really could be in life? What does 2025 bring? I know we've got some massive goals for ourselves. We've got other stuff coming online. We've got a lot of ambitious innovation going on. And ultimately, what we keep doing is putting some pressure on ourselves to be better. And I'm really proud of that climate. I'm really proud of that we've built a culture focused on individual betterment, which leads to collective betterment. And I look forward to really focusing in on that in 2025. Thank you for your support this year. This podcast is a real passion project of mine. Massive thank you to Courtney, who's always supporting some of my mad ideas, and massive thank you to our Leadership Council. A huge thank you to Sammy in her production skills, and she cuts all the stuff out and does an amazing job and continues to focus on this being a better product and service and opportunity for our whānau and for the wider collective. And to you, all our listeners and followers, we really, really appreciate your support and hoping you are feeling better after this. We look forward to a big 2025 in this space. We've got some big goals, which I'm sure we'll share at the start of the year for this podcast. We'll put it out to the world. But we look forward to a nice, relaxing break over the Christmas period and coming into 2025, achieving some of those big goals and ultimately being better. Up the wires.